the picture story category, and I have got my selections down to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stories. The reason why I got rid of a number of other ones were because of the stories lacked content and cohesion. One thing I'm going to be really critical about in my view of judging this particular category is, could the photographer have told more with less? Sometimes stories tend to suffer from the redundancy of pictures within the collection. So this is the story number 1. I'm just going to flip through this. I'm looking for obviously context, content, information, and what the story is. This is story number 2. I'm looking at, does every picture provide additional information that I didn't know from the previous photo, and do all of the pictures cumulatively tell the story, or is there something lacking? So I'm continuing to look at that. One thing that I would say too is visual variety is at the top of my list. But if the that's really nice. If the image doesn't have the additional information, or if it's redundant, then I will definitely be dinging that on its hierarchy within this list. So, okay. I'm wondering where a lot of these pictures were in the individual categories, because I feel like many of them could have done really well. Yeah, so these last stories that I kept are the strongest of the stories. And again, I'm looking for information, context, content, composition, story. Let's see. This category, while it's a challenge because there's a number of more photographs included to judge, I think it might be actually a little easier because it's a story or it's not a story, and the pictures tell the story or they don't tell the story. And I think these stories that remain have checked that first box. They are stories, and they convey information to the viewer. All right, so I've got to get these down to, I believe, 5 finalists in a 1, 2, 3 order. So I'm looking at execution, story, and I'm going to move them around accordingly. This is going to go to the top of the list, as is this one. Let's see. Drag that one over. All right, so on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got it down to 6, so I'm just going to close the ones that didn't make the cut and look through these more critically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got to poach one now. Okay, that's number 1 for me. Number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just going to look back and make sure that I've made the right choice. The story is very similar to the one I've said above it. Okay, I stand by my decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.